Hello guys, it's Dayo again with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create a flyer from scratch. So the first thing you're going to be doing is to edit your new text. So click on the edit button. When you tap on the edit button, it's going to show an interface like this. Then you clean up the new text, then you write whatever text you want to write. I'm going for masterclass, so I'm going to be creating a masterclass flyer. So I'm going to be typing masterclass, then I'm going to be adding another text for other informations that I'm going to be using on this particular flyer. So make sure you have idea of whatever thing you want to be creating on ground before you begin. So I already have the color combination and everything that I want to create. So now I just clicked on the background, the color section. I want to change the background color to from that awkward green color to whatever color that suits my design. So I think I'm going to be going for a white background. So for now I might change the background later, but let's just go for the white background. Then make sure you go to, I've already written down all the text I need for this flyer. So the next thing the reason why it's showing a red color is because I've locked all the text. You are not going to be able to see them until you tap on the red unlock button to unlock it. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is we are going to be searching on Google. We are going to be searching for a background that can serve as our background. So just type background for let's see, background texture for graphic design, or you can just type background texture. So you're going to be seeing a lot of options, and it really depends on you and the type of design you're going for. So it's up to you to decide what kind of background you need. So I'm just going to be choosing a background that actually works for me and the kind of design I'm going for. I'm going for a very simple background, and I need a very simple texture background that will match the kind of design I'm going for. So yeah, so just go through. There are tons of texture backgrounds that you can use, so don't just choose one and just go for anyone you want to. Just go for what works for you. Then I'm going to be importing the background, then resize it. So after resizing the background, make sure you take the layer down. Make sure you lock it first, then you take it, move it down to the last layer. Make sure the background layer is at the last, because the rest of the text and the rest of the icons and everything you're going to be adding should be at the top. So your background should be at the bottom. It should be the last thing you're going to be putting. So I've locked the background so that whatever thing I'm going to be doing on my canvas is not going to affect or move the background. So after locking the background, I'm reducing opacity. So after reducing opacity, this is how I want the background to look like. So I'm going to be moving my text, masterclass text, to the top, so that it's going to be at the top of the rest of the text. So make sure you just study how to use layers. It's very important. It's going to help you a lot. I think I'll try and make a separate video on how to use layers. So just make sure you write down all your text on different layers, so as to make the work flexible and easy to change. So if you're done writing all the text, and the next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be selecting the font you're going to be choosing. Just tap on the font section. There is a default font provided for you, but you can actually download and import your font. I've done a video regards to that, so you can just go through my videos to know how to download your own custom fonts and use them. So I'm going to be picking these fonts for the masterclass. Then just go through the fonts and look for what works for you. Then this is a default font, it comes with the app, so I'm going to be using this font. So I'm going to be turning the color of the font to a green color just for now, because I have my own color palette that I want to use for this design. So every design has its own color palette, and it really depends on what you want to achieve. Every color has its own meaning, so I'm not going to be using green for this particular flyer, but just to for temporary sake, I'm going to be using green for the text before I show you how to actually get your color palette for your designs. Before you proceed with changing colors, make sure you know the placement of your text, how your text will be arranged. Make sure you have a full idea of what you're going for before you go on with the design. So I'm going to be selecting a font that will work for the video editing text. So that's how you continue to um, edit the text. Just tap on each text, edit it, change the color to whatever color you prefer. You can add a stroke, you can add a stroke to make it stand out. You can decide to remove it, do whatever you think goes well and it makes the design look nice. So for now, I'm just trying to experiment other colors and other styles, and the placement too as well. I'm keeping in mind the placement of the text and how the colors are going to be they are going to be complementing each other. So but for now, I don't think I'm going to put too much I'm not going to put too much effort on the color, because I'm going to be bringing my color palette that will help me actually get a full complete color palette for the entire design. So we are done applying the colors to our text just to make them stand out. So but these colors are too off for my liking, so I'm going to be showing you how to actually get a color palette for your design. So I would advise you to download an app called Colors app. So it's available for iOS and Android. you can, when you just enter the app, you're going to be seeing something like this, the interface like this. So when you click on generate, it's going to automatically generate different, it's going to then generate different color palettes for you. So you just feel free to use whatever color palettes that you like. So it's going to bring out different color palettes. Just feel free to experiment on the colors and choose the one that suits what you're going for. So every color has its own meaning. Every color has its own meaning. So you can go through Pinterest or go through Google and search for meaning of colors. Then you choose what you're going for. You choose the color palette you're going for. If you're going for green, make sure you're doing a design of maybe a plant advertisement or something related to growth. Something related to growth. When you are doing something of red, with red, if you're doing a design of red with red color, that means you are doing a design of something maybe or something related to love or royalty or something. So every color has its own meaning, so be very careful on what kind of colors you use on your design. So we are going to be importing these color palettes directly to our Pixellab, and we are going to be color picking to adjust the colors. So as you can see, I am importing both of the colors, both of the color palettes. So I'm going to try both of them out and see which one works for me. But I think I should be able to go with the blue, because blue is already looking quite nice. So let me show you how I actually did this. I actually got this image, this stock image on Pinterest. Then I took a logo, or I screenshot inside my CapCut. Then I took the image below the phone. Then I just made it look like it's inside the phone. Meanwhile, the stock photo has a blank space on it. The stock photo phone is having like a blank white space. So I don't know if you understand me, but yeah, I just practically just pasted this screenshot or CapCut screenshot on the phone, just to look like it's actually like it's originally like inside the phone. I don't know whether you still understand me, but yeah, you should figure it out. So yeah, this is originally how it looks like with the white phone, white screen. So I had to just paste the screenshot of the CapCut CapCut screenshot, just to actually make it look nice. Then I'm going to import it from Autodesk to my Pixellab, but before then I'm going to be saving my project. So you can click on the save button and click on save project to save your design. So I'm going to be saving it as masterclass design. So we are going to be importing the stock photo. So I'm going to be resizing it. So after you've resized the stock photo, then you import it. Then you slide to erase or erase color. Then you tap on the color picker then you take it to the background to pick the color. Then it's going to remove the background automatically. I've done a video on how to remove backgrounds from stock photos. Just go through my videos, you're going to see them. So I'm going to place it by that side, but I have to move my text I have to adjust my text and reduce the size of the text so as the stock photo so that the stock photo can be able to get enough space to settle. So as you can see, I shifted the text and adjusted the text to the top left corner. Then I'm going to be placing before placing the stock photo, I'm going to be selecting a shape, a square shape. Then I'm going to be picking a blue color, sky blue color, for just a rough design. I'm going to just design the background with these shapes. I don't want the flyer to look plain, and I don't want it to look plain and too simple. So I'm trying to like just lay down these shapes at the back of at the bottom of the design, so as to serve as also as so as to also serve as the background, part of the background. So yes, and also I'm still using the colors on this color palette just to make sure it matches and blends together. And again, make sure the texture is at the top of your shapes, the shapes that you're using for the background. Make sure the text is on it so as to blend everything all together. Then make sure you lock it so that you don't tamper with it or move it. So after making a series of adjustments and changing of text and changing of colors of the write-ups, so I'm going to be adding the stock photo, and I'm going to be keeping it by the side, by the bottom right corner. I think it should look okay by that side, but feel free to take your stock photo to wherever place you feel like. So I think I'm going to just increase it a bit, but I'll just shift it a bit, then shift the text, or it should be okay over here. And then I'll shift the free, and I'll also add a shape to make it stand out instead of it to stand plain. So I'm going to be selecting a cycle color. I'm going to be changing the color to whatever color that suits the color palette. If I use the white color, it's going to look a kind of off, so I'm going to be selecting a blue color, probably a darker blue. So I'm going to be using a slider to actually adjust the color if I want to. So take the cycle to the bottom of the free text. So after taking it to the bottom of the free text, we just want the free text to be at the top of the cycle and at the middle. At the top of the cycle and at the middle, just shift the free text to be sighted at the middle, at the center. So you can choose to add a stroke width for the cycle. You can choose not to. It really depends on what you want. So I'm going to be adding a stroke width with a sky blue color. I think we're practically done with a lot of things. We just make sure we make few adjustments. I'm going to be changing the color of the course content text. So I'm going to be changing the color of the course content text. I want it to actually stand out, and also I'm going to be changing the fonts. I have changed the font. I've changed the fonts. Now I'm going for the color. I'm going to be changing it from white to maybe dark blue. I want it to actually stand out. So now this is the perfect color for the course content. I think we should go with the dark blue or with the light blue. It really depends on you. As far as you are going along, you are selecting a color among the color palettes, then it's all good. I think it should look nice by now. I think it's okay. Then you're going to be locking all the text you've written, just in case to avoid mistake, to mistake of moving it around. So when you lock it, you cannot be able to move the text around the canvas. To me, I think we are done with the design, but the only thing that looks off to me is the stock photo. So I want to change the color, the shirt of the lady on the stock photo. I want to change it to make sure it blends with the overall color palette for the design. So what we're going to be doing is, we can't be able to use the sliders, the color sliders for our Pixellab to change the color of the shirt. What we're going to be doing is, we are going to still go back to Autodesk Sketchbook. Right now we're going to be importing the stock photo again. Then we are going to be changing the color for the stock, the lady. So the stock photo, we're going to be changing the color of the shirt to either blue, so as to match the color palette. So when you're doing this on Autodesk Sketchbook, make sure you duplicate the layer first before you change the color of the shirt, so that when you want to actually clean up, you would have the real stock photo below, then the one you adjusted the color should be at the top. Then you're going to be using your eraser to actually just clean up the body of the stock photo, then leave the shirt which we changed the color. I don't know what whether you understand me, but yeah, I just duplicated the layer, then I changed the entire stock photo color to a bluish color. Then I'm trying to like clean up the areas, the skin area, then leave the shirt area, because that's what is more important. We want to actually use the shirt color to we want to use the blue color of the shirt on the design. So yeah, I don't know if you understand me. Good. If you have questions regarding to this, you can DM me on my social media platform, or you can drop a message down in the comment section. So this is what I'm just doing. The real stock photo is below, then I'm just cleaning up the one I just adjusted, so as to just use the color change of the shirt. Then I'm going to be importing it now to my Pixellab, then remove the background. That's all. Now we've automatically changed her green color shirt to a blue color shirt. At least it's going to look more nicer and more, it's going to blend more with the it's going to blend more with the design. So this is just like a this is just another way to go about it. But if you're making designs on Photoshop, it's way more easier for you to actually use your sliders to change the color of the shirt. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to import our stock photo, the one we changed the color of the shirt. Then after importing it, you can adjust it to take it to where you want to actually place it. Then you remove the background, the pink background. I've made tutorial on how to remove backgrounds of the stock photos, but you can actually watch me and see how I do it. So click on erase color, then you tab on enable, then you tab on color, the color picker, tap on the color picker, then you take it to the background, then you select, then you adjust the smoothness of the edge and adjust the tolerance so as to have a fine color picking or chroma key. So after you're done with that, you can take the tolerance to 16, then take the smooth edges to 1 or 2, then you should be good to go. Then you can also adjust your saturation, you can adjust your contrast to maybe 6, just to have a nice contrast. Then you adjust the brightness as well, because it's too blown out, so I want it to look a bit darker. So then you adjust the clip and you adjust the stock photo, and I think yeah, you're pretty much done with whatever thing you need to do on the flyer. Just feel free to adjust the saturation as well, so that the lady will look a bit darker. I think we are done with the design, but I think we can also do more. You can actually add more stuff to the design. I want to add the CapCut logo by the side, and also maybe add a TikTok logo as well, because the masterclass is going to be on TikTok and also CapCut editing. So yes, we are done with this tutorial. If you have any question, do well to drop it down below, and if this video was helpful, feel free to give it a like and also subscribe to this channel, and send this video to your friends that really need a tutorial on how to make graphic designs or make flyers on phone. So if you have any question, do well to chat me up or comment down below. I'll be glad to answer you. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Peace.